So you got niggas in the G League that deserve this shot. You feel what I'm saying? How would you feel, right? If you was like the picture you see me, you averaging 16 and a half. You know what I'm saying? Same team. Y'all played this. Both of y'all first year. And he get drafted and you don't get drafted.
We ain't gonna be able to start this video, is we sure?
Nah, you good. Yo. Go ahead, yo. It's not good for basketball, though, yo. It's not.
Mookie!
Yo.
We already here now, yo. Mookie been talking my head off about this situation. You feel me? Well, how you feel about this, bro? First of all, in the comment section down below, bro, let us know. Because this is one of the most popular topics in the world right now, bro. How you feel about Bronny, like, really making it to the league, bro?
I don't think he deserved to be there.
Wow.
He didn't do nothing in college.
Yeah.
Shined a little bit in the tryouts, you feel, or the summer league a little bit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
He shined a little bit there, but it's people out there that went undrafted that gotta play overseas now that deserve this shot. You feel what I'm saying? Who got better numbers than LeBron? You feel what I'm saying? Now his father numbers when he was coming out of high school was there. You feel what I'm saying? It was there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what he was going to become. Just like we don't know what Bronny's going to become. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, right is right. You feel what I'm saying? Right is right. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, it's a dude on his same team. You showed me the picture that's averaging 16, a solid point guard. You feel what I'm saying?
From USC.
From USC. Went undrafted. You know what I'm saying? And they cut this little kid a $7 million contract.
Allegedly.
$7 million. You know how much Draymond Green was making when he first came to the league? And that's when he was on his defensive terror.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was only making $800,000, $900,000.
Right.
And this kid gets $7 million and ain't did.
Nothing.
Go ahead and start the what's the name. Now, if he'd have went to the G League, it would have been a better look. Right now, I feel like this is just bad for basketball. LA is the joke of the NBA right now because not only did they do that with Bronny, they hired JJ Redick. Where's JJ Redick coaching accolades at? Where did he coach at? Bro, he didn't even coach a high school team, bro. I never heard of him coaching anywhere. Do you know? Cause I mean, come on, man.
His IQ probably.
Look, man, his IQ is good on the court.
I'm saying sometimes that can translate over to coaching, though, bro.
It could, bro, but he don't have no hardware, no accolades, no nothing. It's just like he sat at the table with Jeannie Boston, Rob Pelinka, and whoever the big wigs is. He's like, hey, man, how would you feel about coaching? Well, I ain't never coached nowhere. Don't forget all that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? What they say when the dude don't set it off, he ain't even from Acorn. He's like, F all that. You feel he's like, F all that. Hook him up. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I got a question for you, though.
And what is that?
So if you was Mookie, if you was in the NBA and you had as much power how LeBron got, right?
Mm-hmm. He the GM.
Yeah, basically. And your son playing basketball, and he like Bronny.
Mm-hmm.
You not gonna try to get him in the league?
No, I would probably make him stay in school. Bro, give me one more year.
But Bronny first year. Sometimes you gotta understand. Now I ain't talking about the lead part. Sometimes you gotta understand that people first years be their best years in college.
We gonna see. Listen, bro. If it work out, it work out.
Oh yeah,
everybody will be wrong. Everybody.
LeBron gonna make sure it work out, regardless.
But he gonna have certain players coming at his neck.
Yeah, they on his head. This from Jimmy High Roller. Sorry about the long conversation. It's a real
messy topic.
Yeah. The truth about Bronny James playing in the NBA. Jimmy High Roller, your boy.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Let's get to it.
With the 2024 NBA draft in the books, there is one major discussion that has dominated the NBA space over the last week. It isn't about the number one overall pick. It isn't about the outlook of these teams going into next season.
That's crazy, yo. That boy Bronny James, 55 or 54, he getting way more publicity than a number one
pick.
That's never
wild.
Been heard.
That's wild, ain't it?
Yeah.
it's about a late second-round pick. And for good reason, because his name is LeBron James. And he's gonna play in the NBA with LeBron James. It's a weird and unprecedented circumstance that the NBA has never encountered before. A player who many fans consider to be the greatest of all time playing in the NBA with his own son. A story so strange, you'd think the NBA scriptwriters outsourced their work to ChatGPT, picked the most batshit result, and called it a day.
Right.
But after 2 years of speculation, we now know with certainty that Bronny James will be an NBA player. And right on cue, the criticism of his merits and value as a future player in the NBA
Already making excuses for him.
Fans disagree with NBA insiders' nepotism definition. And LeBron James is getting drafted to the Lakers.
have already came pouring in. Scouts and GMs claiming Bronny as a prospect isn't even worth using a late second-round pick on, and that the real value lies in his last name and the leverage it comes with. But how valuable is a second-round pick, really? And is Bronny a legitimate NBA player, or is he only in conversation solely because of who his dad is?
Who do you want to play with?
Bronny is number one on my list.
I gotta be on the floor with Bronny.
This is Ken Griffey Jr., son of Ken Griffey. And in 1990, these two did one of the coolest things a father and son can possibly do. They played in the MLB together. And when I say together, I don't just mean they played in the MLB at the same time. They were on the same team. In fact, they weren't just on the same team, they shared the same outfield.
That is crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie, like, that's amazing. Like, you go home,
bro.
you go home. It is. No,
It's amazing.
Now,
Yes, it is.
besides the part of the skill wise, your son in the league. Just imagine you might feel like, yeah, sure, we got Harden and them in Philly.
Driving to practice together.
Yeah, we got Harden and them up there by the Clippers, bro. You think you gonna be able to shut Kawhi down? Well, I'm gonna shut him down, son. Like, you feel me? That it. What, yo? That is dope, though.
It's dope. It's dope.
It is cool. Y'all driving y'all short. Dang, yo, why you take a practice? Nah, I got them tacos that we went to. Like, yo, it's cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. It is cool.
Y'all going home together. You feel me? Y'all probably studying film together. Y'all playing the same team, going to the same city. Bro,
Can y'all win together?
bro, you still stuck. I'm talking about the father and son part.
aspect. Yo, bro, it is cool, bro. But I love the Lakers so much, bro. We ain't been nothing for the past couple years.
You're just a diehard Laker fan.
Yeah, man. I just feel like this is just gonna tank us, bro.
Field with each other. It's probably the rarest and most badass thing you'll ever see in sports. Making it to the big leagues is one thing, but playing in the big leagues next to your kid is a club exclusive to only these two. And if that wasn't incredible enough, on September 14th, 1990, the Griffeys pulled off something that you will never see again in your lifetime.
I'm gonna inch back up there now.
What else can these guys do?
The Griffeys were great, and they were the first and only father-son duo in the history of Major League Baseball. But they weren't the first father-son duo in professional sports. This is Gordie Howe, one of the greatest players to ever touch the ice. He won 4 Stanley Cups, 6 MVPs, held the NHL record for total career points at the time of his retirement, and is a member of the NHL's 100th anniversary team. Gordie had an incredible pro career as a hockey player, and yet out of all of his accomplishments, the coolest thing he ever did was this. This is Mark and Marty Howe, Gordie's sons, and he played professional hockey with them in both the WHA and the NHL for 5 seasons.
Wow.
Now, if you're thinking, that guy looks a little old to be playing professional sports, you're right. Gordie began his career in the NHL in
That's actually a different sport.
Yeah.
When they start fighting high, your man like, yeah, get off my son.
What's
up, yo? You know they
Man, make sure he can hold his own up there.
They fighting hot, yo.
Yeah.
You feel me? They fighting hot. So when he trained, he probably trained around throw them things too.
Absolutely.
1946, when he was just 18 years old. By the time he retired for good, he was 51. A career that stretched from the 1940s to the 1980s. And only with a career like this can a player even have a shot at playing in the league together with their son.
Right.
Why exactly am I talking about home runs and Gordie Howe? Well, because they're awesome, but also because of these two and what they're about to accomplish in their own sport. LeBron and Bronny James, who are on track to being the first father and son duo to play together in the NBA, an idea that seemed far-fetched when LeBron first mentioned it years ago, but has now become a reality. But how legitimate is Bronny's spot in the league? And is the backlash towards the Lakers selecting him with a second-round pick in the draft warranted? Well, to answer this question, we first need to know just how good Bronny is as a prospect and as an incoming NBA player. Right now, NBADraft.net has Bronny rated at an 88 overall across their 12 prospect metrics. This overall rating puts Bronny on the lower end of all second-round picks and future prospects over the last 3 years, but well within range of your typical mid to late first rounder. Now, here are Bronny's numbers during his 1 season of college basketball. 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists a game on 47, 30, 69% shooting splits. Now, these numbers, especially from a relatively undersized guard, do not scream NBA potential. But for perspective, here are the average collegiate...
He undersized too. Listen, Mookie, yo.
Tell us something.
Undersized
Point guards.
Yeah, undersized people that is great, bro, don't make it to the NBA because they undersized. You feel me? Like, you have to be
Almost 2 times better than the next guy. You feel what I'm saying?
and everybody that was undersized was like, they kind of like amazing. Like,
Yeah, Charles Barkley,
yeah,
undersized.
Allen
Draymond
Iverson,
Green,
Allen Iverson,
undersized. Draymond is undersized too.
Nate Robinson.
Yes,
You
feel
feel
what I'm
me?
saying?
You gotta be
Muggsy
different.
Bogues, Spud Webb. You gotta it's like, oh,
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, John Wall, he came out of college, bro, amazing. But he is an average guard, and he's 6'4".
yep.
After that athletic, this dude is 6'2". Derrick Rose was 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Imagine him up against Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose gonna bust him up.
Rookie
2011,
year.
Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Derrick Rose got
We
drafted
talking
in what,
about-
like 08?
Bro,
09?
I'm just saying, like,
Derrick
I
Rose.
know he came out. I'm just saying, though,
I
bro.
don't
Like,
even want to see that, man.
let's see.
stats from every late second-round pick that played college basketball over the last 5 years. And even when compared to late second-round picks, Bronny's numbers aren't nearly as impressive. In fact, Bronny is arguably the
That's late second round.
Late second round, yes.
least productive college prospect in NBA history. Here is a list of every player in the entire history of the NBA to be selected in the first 2 rounds of the draft that averaged less than 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists a game in college. And that's it. Just 3 players who were selected in the NBA draft with college numbers equal to or less than Bronny's college numbers. Pair that with the fact that these prospects had at least the benefit of having NBA frames and physical tools to be potentially built off of, and the case for Bronny warranting a pick in the NBA draft becomes more and more difficult to make. But to really demonstrate exactly where Bronny falls amongst other second-round picks, here is a chart of every college basketball player selected in the second round of the draft over the last 10 years, with box plus minus on the x-axis and minutes per game on the y-axis. 298 selections spanning 10 drafts. More than half of these players not even in the NBA today. Where's Bronny? He's right here. Most late draft picks, even the guys who go on to not even make a roster in the league, were first or maybe second options in their college program. Bronny, on the other hand, was an undersized rotational player on a sub-500 team. It doesn't take an NBA scout to know that Bronny James's collegiate career wasn't that of your typical second-round draft pick. But how good is the typical second-round pick? With the rise of second-round sleepers in recent history, most notably players Nikola Jokic, Jalen Brunson, Herb Jones, and Jordan Clarkson, the potential value of a second-round pick in the NBA draft is about as high as it's ever been. With the help of advanced metrics, the curtain has been pulled back on the value even a solid role player can provide to a winning team. Prospect scouting has gotten more comprehensive than ever before, and these second-round picks have held considerable weight within recent trades around the NBA. But how valuable does that truly make them? gathered from 10 years worth of draft classes from 2013 to 2022, data shows that on average, out of the 30 players drafted in the second round, about 6 of them won't even suit up in the NBA. That's about 1 in every 5 players selected in the second round that will never see a minute of action in the league. Out of the 24 players who do make a roster in their rookie season, about 17 of them end up playing a second season in the NBA. Of those 17 players that are good enough to stick around for more than a few seasons, only about 8 of them will go on to be a role player or rotational level player. Go one step further, and on average, only 4 of these second round picks will become a starting caliber player in their career. That's about 1 in every 8 players selected in the second round. And finally, of the 298 players selected in the second round of the draft, from 2013 to 2022, only 2 of them became All-Stars: Nikola Jokic and Jalen Brunson. If we think about the last 10 years of second-round picks on a scale of box plus minus, with Nikola Jokic being on one end and the players who don't even make a roster on the other, then most players aren't in the middle. In fact, they're not even close. Most second-round picks fall way down here, somewhere in between what Basketball Reference would classify as an end-of-the-bench player and out of the league. When considering how to use a second-round pick, the idea of drafting a guy who ends up being a real contributing player, a starter, or even a future MVP, the perceived opportunity cost can tend to outweigh the actual value of the pick. Drafting a player of this caliber in the second round is like finding a diamond in the rough. But giving away a pick or a potential player that ends up being of this caliber would be a mistake that no front office wants to live with. But that doesn't change the fact that the vast majority of the time, these second round picks in the NBA draft go on to be these end-of-the-bench level players. Just out of curiosity, does anyone know who the last few 55th overall picks in the draft were and how their careers are turning out? Last year's 55th overall pick has played 1 game in the NBA. The one before that has played 23 games in 2 seasons. The 55th pick in 2021, Aaron Wiggins, is actually having himself a solid career so far, but the one before him is out of the league. The one before that one is also out of the league.
My name was Jay Scrub.
That's what they call
His last name is Jay Scrub, boy.
Jay Scrub. That's crazy. Hey, yo, Jay, you a scrub. Oh, man.
The one before that one is also out of the league. He's also out of the league, out of the league, out of the league, was never in the league, out of the league, and out of the league. As a late second rounder, if Bronny can contribute on any level in the NBA, he has already exceeded his draft value. And that's really the proposition in all of this. It would be incredible if Bronny developed into a Davion Mitchell or Aaron Holiday caliber player. But the reality is if Bronny can provide any net positive value to his team, then selecting him in the draft will have been a great pick. There has never been a player projected to go this late in the draft with any expectations on what they should or will do in the league. These late draft picks have historically been reserved for players who might have been overlooked, players who maybe underperformed their potential at the collegiate level, players who organizations are willing to roll the dice on because there's virtually no opportunity cost associated with late second round picks. It's all upside at this point in the draft. If they don't work out, well, that's typical. If they do work out, well, then they've beaten the odds. And the very large point being overlooked in all of this talk about potential and value to the team.
Bronny got a pretty jumper, bro.
His father got
And X's and O's.
I don't mean to compare it, but
That's why that jumper
you
ugly,
gotta be crazy.
robot
Got
jumper.
real pretty.
He be like, hell no. This jumper ugly, bro.
LeBron James has the opportunity to play basketball with his kid in the NBA. Let's just be honest. This is blatant nepotism. A classic case of it's who you know, not what you know. But nepotism has ran rampant in the NBA for decades, and no one cared. Countless players, coaches, executives, owners who got their shot with far less merit than Bronny has. But now here we are sitting around talking about the integrity of a man who's played 21 seasons in the league and his son because they made the most of an otherwise paltry 55th pick in the draft, and the nepotism leaned in their favor this time around. We can criticize this decision all we want, preach about how this move was a breach of ethics, a slap in the face of the game we love. But then we would all be hypocrites. Because there isn't a man on earth who would pass up on the chance to play in the NBA with his son, even if it meant pulling a few strings to make it happen. As much as Bronny benefits from sharing the same last name as arguably the best basketball player of all time, that tag has also came with equal scrutiny. We have never seen a late second round pick get discussed and limelighted like we've seen with Bronny. But we've also never seen a late second round flyer get completely dissected and criticized like this. LeBron and Bronny have a chance to do something that has never been done in the history of the NBA. And that is worth more than any late second round pick will ever be.
Amazing video. Amazing.
You was right about the end, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's two different standpoints. Mm-hmm. It's a fan, and it's a how you look at basketball
intellect. You know,
and then it's
because I want the Lakers to win. I mean, I ain't really been excited since LeBron joined the team. I was happy in 2020 because Kobe
right
and all that. But the reason I haven't been excited because LeBron joined the team. We didn't gain Laker fans. We gained LeBron fans. Who's going to follow him from team to team to team to team. And, you know, we got those fans. So I wasn't truly excited about the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Can't deny LeBron his talent, bro. You can't deny him, bro. He's top 5 dead or alive, bro.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But this, and the only thing I can think about is other prospects out there who deserve this shot. You feel what I'm saying? Who put up they solid.
So
numbers.
you looking at it from a basketball.
I'm trying to look at it from a basketball standpoint, winning standpoint.
Yeah, you looking at it from that, and then you gotta look at it from now you gotta look at it from I don't care. It's my it's my family.
Yeah.
Like, think about this, bro. Cause I asked my man this all day. If your son did a crime, right? Mm-hmm. A murder crime. Mm-hmm. But you got the leverage to get him out before you send him out. He'll be gone for 20 years out Ohio somewhere. Mm-hmm. What you doing, bro?
I'm gonna get my son out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, forget about basketball and you gotta follow the rules. We only got one life to live.
Exactly.
If I can make the best, this would be the best thing. Like, bro, if I can get you to go anywhere with me.
All that is tied up in emotion.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? All that what you saying, the love for your son and all that,
yeah.
It's tied up in emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I try to not have an emotional mind when it comes to basketball. I try to have a logical thinking mind.
Bro, we only got one life to live.
I hear that.
Why not live it? Like, yo, this is probably, like, bro, I can only imagine LeBron being older talking about this when you're like 65, saying, yo, I played with Bronny, that was my boy, he did this, he did that. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, when you kick the bucket shorty, like, yeah, you feel me? Like, a black man, this is actually amazing. A black man able to pull strings like that, it's amazing, bro.
Play a GM. LeBron.
But it is kind of sad. But it is kind of sad for all the other players that work hard for certain positions. But that's why, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, yo, that's why you put yourself in a position so good. Mm-hmm. Like, once you make a certain amount of money, bro, you're going to make sure Kyrie and Corey good, right?
Facts.
You can't tell, bro.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
You ain't going to tell them dudes be like, yeah, yo, you ain't gonna tell, yeah, yo, you gotta go out here. You got millions. Yeah, sure, you gotta go ahead and do the same thing I did.
Not like that, but I make them understand like this.
But you still gonna help them out and pave the way, bro. You ain't gonna teach them how to be broke because nobody teach you how to get that bread. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's amazing, bro. I don't care how you look at it. Sorry for the long conversation. That's how you gotta really look at it, bro. At the end of the day, it is kind of messed up the basketball.
Right.
But when you got somebody out there that's powerful like that, bro, and you able to make moves for your family, and to be honest with you, the same way the sports centers, the analytics and all that, they gonna applaud you. Hey, LeBron didn't let Bronny get traded. The same way they'll talk about you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What really matters?
I got you. It makes sense.
Feel me? What really matters? But look, man, if y'all new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Got anything else to say before we get out of here?
Nah.
I'm Nick Dunson.
And I'm Mookie Dunson.
And we out, baby. 1.